Think Cannabis event sponsored by Thinking North. I'm here with Danny Dalla Longa, the CEO of FluroTech Ltd. Danny, thank you so much for joining us today. Give our viewers an introduction to FluroTech and the company's technology.
Well, FluroTech is a cannabis testing, hemp testing company, the technology which started about 12 years ago by Dr. Prenner, and we've been working at it diligently for the last 2 years. We are now, this week, commencing sales in THC and CBD, as well as heavy metals in the cannabis side, followed up by shortly hemp testing, and then our biomarker application.
Now let's talk about the sales aspect. I understand the product is a testing product for cannabis. So what makes it unique to some of the current methods that are currently out there in the market?
Well, there's a number of factors that make it unique. However, we believe we are very cost effective relative to what's out there now. It's faster. It's going to be available in-house. There's very little opportunity to find in-house technology that works effectively, cost effectively, and accurately. Our biggest aspects are it's going to be very accurate. We're deadly accurate. And it's repeatable. The results are repeatable. That's problems with the current technology. The results tend to be all over the map. So growers will now be able to test their product in-house and know what they've got before they ship it out to a lab, before they ship it out to their customers.
So you're selling to producers and licensed producers. What's the market perspective here? What's sort of the market outlook that you're looking at?
Well, generally in the cannabis space, not the rule, but what's expected to happen in the next year or so is about $7 billion in sales. And as a rule of thumb, 5% goes towards testing. So that's what we're looking for in the metrics. I think we're going to get more than that because we're offering a service that's beyond just testing. It's crop optimization.
And is it only applicable to the cannabis market, or are there other sectors that you can look at sort of down the road?
Well, our next market, and it's turning out to be day by day, maybe even bigger than the cannabis market, is hemp. That's going to allow us to go into the US. Who knows how big it is down there? 10 times the population, 10 times the size, and then we're talking to people right now about distributorships in other countries. So the world is ours to take.
Well, Danny, as you said, you just launched the product now into the market. You've just sold it or started selling it into the market. What's the next step? What do investors or shareholders have to look forward to in the near term?
Well, to this point, we've had our heads down, trying to get the development out, not paying too much attention to the market. People want us to get out to be out selling, so that's going to happen here very quickly. Matter of fact, it already has happened. But we are going to develop some of our additional lines, some of our additional product offerings, such as hemp testing. It's not quite ready. I would expect that's going to be out in a couple of months. Then we're going to move on to our biomarker application. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be, imagine where you'll be able to track the plant from the grower right through to the person that buys it. And after that, we're going to start with our people testing offering, and that's going to be where we test for roadside testing for impaired driving, as well as, and it's even bigger market, a lot of people don't know that, industrial testing. That's where we go out to work site and do testing for people that are operating dangerous equipment and that sort of thing.
Danny, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you for having me.